Please shut up. You know we've already done this. Are we gonna get the whole spiel from Silence again? Actually, where am I going? We need to go down, don't we? Yeah, I remember things. I remember that thing that I should definitely remember because it really wasn't all that long ago. Holy shit, man, allergies make me brain dead. Like, I've never felt like this before. It's such a weird feeling. I feel high, but purely off of tree cum, which is the saddest way to be high. Please don't ruin the whole game. Please don't accidentally finish Aloy's story. That would be the big bad. We haven't even been into that ancient armory yet.
The secrets of this world, where the machines came from.
That was fucking sudden. Looked like the game nearly crashed there as well.
A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
How old are you? This man is eternal.
And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
That's because I'm prettier than you, Silence.
Hold for identiscan.
Not by much. I mean, you're way smoother. I'd much rather bang Silence, but like, you know, just on the surface. Computers only think about the surface.
Confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction.
You can't seduce a massive giant metal door.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Stovek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
She knew how to say requesting access?
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely.
And why is she having such a tantrum? It's not like this is urgent. It's not like she's about to die.
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Wait! Wait. Her handprint slash fingerprint slash something is apparently the same as her mother's. Oh, dude, she's no daughter. She's a fucking clone. This makes so much more sense.
Guess you can't have everything.
Or is it just a massive oversight? No, I don't think it can be.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to
She
learn.
said that like 5 times in the last... If I had carried on, like from when we first got here, she would have said that like 5 times in the last 10 seconds. I swear to fuck, that's all she ever says with Silence. But that...
Zero Dawn.
Oh, no way!
We found it.
This is it? This is what saved the world? Just a couple of fucking stalagmites.
Multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So...
Why does even the computer sound bored?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Yeah, it's like a reception from what I can tell. What's this? Another incident, it's text. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. Oh, for fuck's sake, why? It is this game. This game gives me fucking hiccups. I don't understand. I never do this in any other videos. Lounge staff to admin. Another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of the reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and thermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and bases at reception staff, for example. Oh, that sounds like my lovely Polish brethren. The witches are at large once more. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. I don't think they ever got a response. I get the feeling literally everyone died, either at the hands of Dr. Popovich, the largest Polish to ever Polish, or, well, you know, the actual apocalypse. Who knows? Maybe it's going to turn out that the apocalypse was brought on by Polish rage. It wouldn't surprise me. What do we got over here? We need support too! From other reception boys. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sorts of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails? What the fuck happened? Were they just already, like, cryogenically stored or something? That would make sense why she's able to fuck with those as well. Like, I imagine this shit would probably be locked to anyone who isn't, you know, highly important. Oh, fuck yeah! Let's indulge in some serious beverage, shall we? Soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates just waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. So, for what particular reason are they screaming and or sobbing? Mostly and. I don't like this. Were they blood sacrifices? Is this where the Kaj's abductees went? I mean, I highly doubt it, but just follow in the footsteps, huh? Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the largest selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm gonna lose it. Please respond. And this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? Fuck. This guy is, really into his herbal teas, I see. Or everyone in the entire world other than him is apparently very, very invested in the saga of herbal tea. And who, in fact, can blame them? 'Tis the most exciting, enticing, arousing of all beverages.
A holographic.
This was Project Zero Dawn. We sort of already figured that one out.
Initiating playback.
Oh, hell yeah. Expedition dump number 20 of just this one session. Oh, it's in 30
I
FPS.
am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States.
Oh, it's Harris, not Hellas.
I'm sure you've
Okay.
heard the rumors. The Zero Dawn is a top-secret super weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them. And they are all lies. Zero Dawn
And
is
therein
not a
comes the
super weapons
sobbing.
program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue
Aloy
to
seems to be
replicate
holding
and
in her
devour the
leakage
biosphere.
well enough so
Life
far.
on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century.
Ah, sounds
We've
fine.
got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why?
Because it's a better death than starving forever?
To buy time for you and the work you will do here.
This doesn't feel very motivational.
The day that life on
This
Earth
feels
ceases to
scream-worthy.
exist is coming fast.
Or suicide-worthy, to be
It cannot
honest.
Be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
What's the point in you? You could have just kept lying to these guys. I guess they would have been able to figure out through the work they're doing and everything, but...
That doesn't make
Wait,
sense.
that's it?
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
I'm starting to think we're not on Earth.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
But I don't know how that makes sense.
Find out how she did it.
But he already said, like, surely he would have told us. Because, I mean, he has the same plan as Elizabeth. They've sort of been working on it together for a long-ass fucking time. It's not like he's gonna get it wrong in something so fucking important. What?
If it moves.
What are you doing in here? How are you doing in here?
What is this place?
No, I'm not asking how you're doing. I'm asking how the fuck did you get here, but... I don't really care about your feelings right now, you utter fucking monstrosities. I just don't know how you made it. Now, what do we got over there? Counselor Guideline. Oh, it's text, for fuck's sake. For debriefing after presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine that's just a little bit too much to take in. I don't think I would immediately break down or something. I think I would just, well, I'd probably shut down for all time. I would go into hibernation. Also, waiting for something to eat. Oh, my voice cracked right at the end of there. That was let me try that again. Waiting for something to eat. That was a little better. Anyway, it is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly, but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addenda C1, 2, 3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempted self-harm. Oh fucking Christ! This just got dark. See, the main quest is the best part about this game by so fucking far. Candidates should only be allowed to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Then why did we bring in the Polish dude? Wasn't he just some kind of herbal tea mandate? Is that what he was? I genuinely don't remember anymore, but I know we've just brought in some of those pathetic dudes in the world. I mean, he's clearly not pathetic. This man was launching vases at extreme speed. But I mean, in the past, where we found out about the arguments between, like, the wheat farmers, and I guess wheat farmers are pretty damn necessary here. Probably the most necessary they've ever been, but still. Note that real-time support will be available by your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. That seems like the most important part of all of that, and of course that's the one part that's still fucking corrupted. I can hear this one, at least. I have to read all this shit out. Interview with Dr. Hasuve. I butchered that, and I'm very sorry.
Why would you show me these things?
I know that voice. Who's here? No, do I? Ah, I fucking hate when that happens. I just wanted to pause to take in the voice a little better. And I've already... Wait. No, I don't need to do that because I can activate it once more. From right here? Fuck yeah, I can.
I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
You're Liliana from Dragon Age.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about?
Doing the exact same voice as well. That is like a French accent, pretty much.
I understand it is
but she's meant to be Japanese or Chinese, sorry?
Be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing.
Since when can we do that? That's amazing.
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions. I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me. You were brought here because of your skill set. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Now, I would argue that that was pretty meh voice acting. And since I know that voice actor, like, really, really well, because I just very recently played through all the Dragon Age games on the channel. They're probably not all up yet, but I know Origins is going up at the moment. Maybe Dragon Age 2 would have started by now. I am not sure, because I record everything in advance. But I think the voice actor for Liliana in Dragon Age is absolutely amazing. There, I think that was a little bit clunky. So it's sort of confirming that the VA direction for this game was just because a voice actor of her fucking caliber would not be so emotionally just stunted. That sounded really weird. Well, I guess maybe she was supposed to sound like in shock and everything, but it just didn't come across too right for me. I don't know. Like, direction is such a big part of voice acting. Hello, this thing, Suzanne Alpert. Sure, why not?
Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Alright, well that one wasn't completely as brain dead as, Sauvé, or whatever the hell that name was. What do we have over here? Captain Okilo. Okay, so you're actually military.
The urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to
Are you some kind of resistance?
it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes.
Oh, this guy is so
I've got the
slimy. I
prosthetic
hate
to show
him.
it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, well that's
your
never gonna
estimation
fucking
was
happen.
correct.
Mostly because you've been dead for
As your
500
General
years, but
Terra
still.
said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is
Maybe
left?
we did. Just a lovely group crying session. If we all cry hard enough, maybe we can drown the robots in all of our tears. Hey, hello, Tom Peach. The peachiest Tom to
It
ever
is
live.
accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't
Oh,
just
I
kill
love him
people,
already.
they feed off them.
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution.
Oh, Travis. I love all these
The
people.
miracle of life produced a bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this?
Actually, that was 2 words. 3 words, actually.
Arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word.
Pake?
Get off! Please!
Oh, they've murdered my favorite one. Alright, whatever. Now it's time for Big Boy Travis. Daddy Trav.
So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just the Texas Global series, the Pentecostal series. Favorite chapter, Revelation. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Mountain.
Wait, so what is this,
Don't
Travis?
mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too.
Data security consultant.
How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sober listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a
He
little
likes their
finger.
fingering technique, huh? Oh god, okay, apparently this guy does too. Please stop jiggling.
You know.
Please refrain.
Conflict cappuccinos.
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Why are we allowing this man in? He's just going to destroy every one of the other lovely lads hanging out in here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whatever. Okay, sure. Brad and Dak.
Previously worked
Go ahead,
with
Brad.
automated systems.
Fast.
Chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work.
What did he mean by rendition?
I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits.
So, wait, was Farah just a major religious?
There were no limits.
What is this light of creation and all this bullshit? Fucking hell, you really expect me to believe that some scientific fucking genius was this into his religion and even brought some kind of religious murder man in as his, like, right-hand man on this project and everything? Whatever his name was, Travis, Ron Felder. We've heard this name before as well. No, do the thing.
You're building a colony ship, it's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear,
Why is no one correcting this moron? Wait, it is a colony ship, and this is how we're finding out?
The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, alright?
None of these words mean anything to me. This is just sci-fi bullshit being launched at my ears.
Medical.
Why did we bother with Big Papa Ron? What? I swear to God, if it does turn out to be a colony ship now, and that's the way we found out, because that's so shit. Oh, this is the viewing room? It's so tiny.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere.
It's wearing some kind of Jedi robe. Why does everyone look so fucking strange?
But does that have to be the end?
Yeah, it does. Life not existing, that is pretty much the end.
What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the
Isn't these metal flowers?
Of Project Zero Dawn.
Well, I just ripped them all out of the ground, so you're fucked.
Fully automated terraforming system, and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere.
Hades.
An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life.
Oh, fucking no!
Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI.
Oh.
But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose.
Apollo? The god of death? Oh no, he's the god of art, isn't he? Never mind. I always confuse him.
An engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start.
Then why the fuck did you call on Hades? Or did you? Yeah, you
did. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, You'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities.
You know what? This is amazing. As a concept, this is so fucking cool.
Occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas.
Wait, so why the fuck have I been killing them?
To the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks.
And which ones are the arsehole robots?
Animal life.
I guess just the Deathbringers?
When all that is done.
And the Titans?
How a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo. The vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it.
You know what?
We can't stop life.
This is amazing.
But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
That's the coolest part of the game so far. Just that concept as it is. And now Aloy's gonna ruin it by being one of the worst characters I've played as recently.
But then... remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But... why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And
she never said what Hades is supposed to do, did she?
What happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Because they genuinely now have, like, such a wealth of different facets of shit to pull from for the sequels, for DLC and everything. This game is all about Hades. The next game could be about Apollo or something like that. I don't know, because Apollo is, it's the god of culture, the god of art, right? Greek? My brain is too foggy to think of mythology and shit like that. But, holy shit! This is one of the most promising modern franchise or new franchises I've seen in so long, and it pains me that the first game is so rough around the edges and so poorly scripted in places, but the concept as a whole, the actual bigger picture, is one of the coolest I have seen in a very long time, and I'm even more excited for the sequel now. Or hell, just more main quest and the DLC of this one. Text, data points, quests, okay? You're now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret. Secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week. Oh my god! And your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium Sealed Habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you'll be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. With the Zero Dawn facility abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Oh I see, okay. But, I mean, how quickly is this place meant to be abandoned? 18 months death is inevitable anyway. So does that just mean we'll abandon it in 18 months, we'll kick you out, and then you'll get chewed on? Or what the fuck's going on? Anyway, medical euthanasia. The information you've just... Why did I say medical euthanasia in the cool voice? There is nothing cool about medical euthanasia. I mean, if you want to get euthanized, sure, go for it. But you got a hell of a lot to live for, but it's not like it's this badass cool, oh yeah, I'm down with the kids, I love euthanasia. Oh god, kill me. In a cool way. I've just received, what? The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. Okay, that's nice. If you prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. This is fucked. I wish Aloy would sort of comment on the text log she finds, or even better, the fucking voice log she finds, because at least that makes sense that she would be able to comment on them real time. For debriefing after the presentation 2, it is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of their counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of overwhelming threat. Candidates may face question on the fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but to terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond zero day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings toward the greater commitment of the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles, G01 through P20, and allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. Water. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be able to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision, data corrupted. How is it the data always gets corrupted, but the screens are still just perfectly fine? I mean, they are bugging out to all hell. They're sort of vaguely working. You'd think that'd be like the first thing that would explode.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but
excuse me.
It, absolutely.
Fuck me, my sneezes are aggressive.
That this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought
What is Elysium? Is it that little
atonement
colony ship? Or is it some kind of VR paradise that they've invented for their hard workers or something? They never really explained quite what Elysium is, as far as I can tell. Suzanne.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue.
Nice!
I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete.
You're killing yourself?
With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No. Life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back.
What do you mean sometimes?
Like
Why are you acting all
cities,
fucking philosophical?
like
You
the Congo,
haven't seen this.
like Timor.
This has never happened before.
Like
I know this is your job, but like that's such a minor
remote?
scale.
A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together with your loved ones in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family.
Who would then die immediately?
All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
Why?
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I mean, you could start eating each other.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see.
Jesus.
Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
It ends there? I guess the interview has to end at that point. I mean, it's basically over. There's nothing more to take in from these walking corpses. Ah, it's Big Papa Ron. I don't know what you would choose, really.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection.
Oh yeah, of course,
Discuss
that's
how you're
why.
feeling.
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted.
How old
That
is he?
vein pumping in his forehead.
700 fucking years old. Who says that?
I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project.
Apparently in the year 2500, the word flabbergasted makes a valiant comeback.
Sobek is a total fantasist.
There's no other word
Dangerous
in the world
fantasist.
that
He's kind of blue sky.
sums up the apocalypse so well.
Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You know... Get your hands off me!
Well, Ron got his fucking brain carved in? That's not a word. Caved in. There we go.
Medical wing inaccessible.
Are you sure about that? What's that thing? Hello? How did I not see you last time? Oh, because I'm in a completely different direction. Where am I even going? Why can I go here? Stranded shackles. Stranded shackles? Mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. Shackles made from an unknown smooth material. Did I just pick up fuzzy handcuffs? Did I just pick up the most vanilla of all bondage tools? I believe I did. What the fuck are they doing in the base that fucking brought in the end of the fucking world? Who was this for? Why here? Why now? And why is there an escape pod hanging out over here? I don't know, but I want to find as many of those interviews as possible. I want to know what literally every last one of those dudes ended up doing. But I can't really figure out where the fuck I'm going at any point. Oh boy, mushrooms. Yeah, sure, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there's fuck all else over here. I guess I am going towards the mushrooms. Why not? Am I gonna have to fight anything in it? So far, it's pretty much just been exploration as far as I remember. Oh wait, no, there were eclipse down here. They just died so fucking easily that it didn't even feel like a fight. Definitely wasn't a fair fight.
Intruder!
Oh, I am God! No, God, okay, it's very fair now. I think I'm just gonna lay down and take it, actually, Silence. I'm sure you don't mind, do you? I just call in a little buddy. I'm sure they can make their way down, right? Just burrow on in here, little whatever the fuck you are. Charger, probably, maybe get bit. Alright, here we go. Ah, I needed more than one? I will go for the other guy now. Are you still I'm not here anymore. Give the fuck up, sirs. How did I only hit with one? That's not fair. Jesus Christ, what a horrible place for the fight to take place. No, 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 get the fuck out of here. Oh, thank you for coming into the one place where I could completely eviscerate you with none of your friends standing a chance at stopping me. You had 7 traps. What is wrong with this guy? Calm the fuck down, please. I got him? I didn't do any damage to it. How? Oh, you all have the worst aim imaginable. Look at this. There you go. He's very dead. And you're about to be.
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
What do you mean another route? Why do I need another route? And what do we got in here? Yes, more interviews, I think. Maybe kinda. Where did you go? I saw it flash up for like a second. You through here or something? There you are. Who's this one? Ah, it's Big Boy Tom.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff.
I mean, what other choice do we have?
Nothingness.
Exactly.
For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded.
I have no idea who this man is.
I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer.
And they said a significant minority will choose this shit, huh?
I like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Which is why you've allowed yourself to be confined to this tiny, tiny, tiny room, which has only got tinier as the years have gone on account of all the fucking giant stalagmites penetrating your floors. Where am I going? I can go there. I can go in here if I really, really want to, which I really, really fucking do. Who's this? Christina Swoopé. Hello, Liliana.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Souvet? Christina Souvet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
She no longer sounds like Liliana there. Maybe it isn't her? Let me see if I can figure this out. Hold on. Horizon Zero Dawn. Kemper. Oh, I was completely wrong. I apologize oh so fucking dearly. Yeah, completely not who I thought it was. Someone I've actually never heard of. Well, I didn't actually look into that. I just looked up whether Liliana's voice actress, who I believe is Corin Kemper, I hope I got that right. And, yeah, she is not in this game at all. So she just deceived me the first time around, I see. How dare you? Whatever the hell you're, Christina Souvet or something like that? I don't know what the hell that was. I have already forgotten. Hello,
now,
Travis!
Those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day.
You just call them lame, for fuck's sake.
But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't.
Why would you bring someone so stupid? Yes, maybe extinction is natural, but not when it's built by such unnatural beings. Extinction is coming at the hands of a fucking robot army.
She chewed one of her nails too, just one. And every day was a little sweet pea. was slipping away. Said I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Who's gonna talk like this? Anyone who has any relevancy to this fucking project. Why would anyone talk like this? This guy sounds like he's fucking brain damaged. This guy sounds like he is truly fucking disabled, just endlessly stupid. And he's the kind of guy that we want on Project Zero Dawn, yeah? Alright, that makes sense. Clone Mama was clearly an absolute genius for hiring this guy. I almost forgot that I basically single-handedly figured out that Aloy is a clone. Or at least it seems very, very likely. Maybe it wasn't a fingerprint thing in general. Maybe it was just put your hand on this wall and then you'll be allowed in. That doesn't make sense. Surely it had to be Elizabeth Sobek's fingerprints or handprint or whatever the fuck. And if Aloy's got that, then there is no way that she can be, that she could just be her daughter. Obviously, a daughter would not have the exact same handprint, fingerprint, whatever the fuck. Restore power to the door, huh? Now, how the hell do we deal with these things again? Ooh, what are you?